So the weather is cooling off, but I definitely have to be careful because a lot of times here in zone 8B, we'll get a cold snap for about a week or two, and then it will go back to being hot. I can remember about 2 years ago, it was 73 degrees on Christmas. So I have to be really careful, but I'm going to go ahead and get it hot because lettuce is like a cool season vegetable here in zone 8B. So I thought this lettuce bowl would be a great project, and if you have kids, this would be awesome to get them involved and get them into gardening where they can taste the difference between like the store-bought lettuce and the lettuce that they actually planted. So let's go over some of the things that we'll be using today. Okay, so I have my bucket here, and this is like my mixing bucket when I'm doing little small projects. This is how I amend my soil. I'll put some potting soil in here, and today I'm going to amend it with some blood meal. That's very good when you're growing different type of lettuces. So we're going to amend that, and I saw this at my local home improvement store, and I really wanted to try it. It's the alfresco mix by Burpee, and they're like easy pods. So we're gonna see how this goes, but it's 9 varieties of lettuce. There's red lettuce, green lettuce, arugula, endive, and radicchio. But the reason why I wanted to go ahead and plant it is because look at the number of days to harvest. That's like a little over a month and a half, and you can probably start even sooner picking the outside leaves, using them in a salad. But 28 to 42 days full sun or part sun is definitely what you want to do. And it also goes over the different varieties of lettuce that we have. So we're going to use our little bowl here. I got this on clearance about 2 years ago, and I have not used it. I have been trying to see what I wanted to use it for, so I think this will be great to do a lettuce bowl in. So let's go ahead and we'll get started with our planting. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to grab the potting soil, and I am going to put some blood meal in there and plant it in here, and then I'll show you how everything looks on the inside, and we'll get this planted. We'll put a little compost on top and get everything watered in and labeled, and then make sure you follow me on Instagram so that you can see the progress of this, because I'll make sure that I post pictures of the progress of the lettuce bowl. Okay, so that this video won't be too long, I went ahead and opened up everything that was in the packet so that I could show you. Now on the front it did say that it already contained the, what do you call it, the plant tags. The plant tags are a bonus, so you get 3 plant tags, which I don't think we'll need because we're just doing one lettuce bowl, so we'll just need one. But those are really nice to have so that you'll know what you planted in each bowl if you decide to do a variety of them. And you also get, let me show you if I can, hopefully these seeds don't go everywhere, but you get pods that look like this, if you can see me rolling them out. These are the seed pods. So I am going to strategically place them in my salad bowl, and you have to cover up the seed pods after you plant them. I hope this wind does not blow my seeds here. You have to cover up the whatever container you're using with a 1/4 inch of soil, and you can use a container for this, or you can plant them in the ground. This one has right here container friendly, so if you have like a 12 inch or more container, you can definitely put them in there, but you can also put them in the ground. So this is what you will receive in each packet. So here is the package here. In this pack, you also, it comes with 20 pods of the different types of lettuces. And like I said earlier, it's like 9 different varieties. It tells you the percentage of each lettuce. It tells you the depth to plant it at, and the germination you should see within 5 to 14 days, and you can harvest this within 28 to 42 days. But you can also pick off of it too as the leaves begin to develop. Pick the outer leaves off and make a nice salad. Okay, so let me move over here to our salad bowl. And because our, I would say, pergola slash gazebo, I keep thinking that's like my planting table, and I need to stop doing that, especially with the water, because although it's made out of cedar, if I keep doing that, it's going to rot. So I've moved to the ground over here. But one thing that I like to do before I plant anything in a container, if it involves seeds, I like to go ahead and wet my soil up real good, so that way once I water it in just a little bit, it doesn't have to be that much, and then it'll kind of prevent all of those seeds from moving around. So that's what I've did here, is I went ahead and watered this bowl thoroughly. So all I have to do now is put my plant pots in here where it'll make a nice bowl salad, and then put about 1/4 inch of soil on top. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little compost on top too, which is always good, and those nutrients will seep down. So let me go ahead and get in a position where I'm comfortable, and then I'll place the seed pods on the bowl. Okay, so I'm sitting on the ground here and I'm working with one hand, so just bear with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour them all out in the middle. This is how much you get, and these are seed pods. And I'm just going to space them out kind of around to make a bowl. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm just going to strategically place them, and then like I say, this is for a 12-inch or more container, and I'm going to place the pods in here and cover them up with soil. As you can see, my soil is nice and damp. And then I'm going to put a little bit of potting soil on top and put my compost on here. Okay, so I just kind of strategically placed them along the outside, and then I came in a few inches in the middle here, and then I put just a few more right here in the middle, so it'll be nice and full. But all I have to do now is I am going to put a 1/4 inch layer of potting soil on top, but I'll also put just a little bit of compost also on top, like I said, so the nutrients can really seep down and get this to growing. But it's really simple as that, and all we have to do now is put everything together and put our plant tag label in, and in about a month we'll have a nice lettuce bowl, and you can just go outside and, you know, pick out of the lettuce bowl and make a nice salad. I'm telling you, let me know if you try this, because to me the lettuce that you grow in your own backyard is so much flavorful than the ones that you buy in the store. And this is a good time of year to go ahead, if you're in the right zone. Like I say, we're in zone 8B, but this is a great time for us to go ahead and grow lettuce. This is when I grow lettuce, because in the summer it's just way too hot. I grow lettuce in the fall, and then early springtime is a great time for us here in zone 8B. So let me go ahead and get everything prepped, and then I'll show you the end results. Okay, so like I said, this is a quick project, and it's just that easy, just that simple. What I did was put a little bit more potting soil on top, just a thin layer, and I also came back in with a little bit of compost, and I used one of our bonus plant tags that we received in the package right here, which will let you know what type of mix that you have, just in case you're planting different varieties, because I did pick up another variety that I think I'm going to plant actually in my patio planter, but I'll make sure I share that with you also. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for this to drain really good and kind of dry, and I think I'm going to find a place. I am thinking my place will be right here. I think I'll probably move this down or move it somewhere else, and I'll put my salad bowl right here. But I have to actually look around my back patio and see where exactly that I want to move it. I'm going to make sure I pay attention to the temperatures and the sun, because like I said, we can get fooled here and it'll be like 80-90 degrees in about 2 weeks, and I definitely don't want that. So that way I'll have to move it into maybe a little bit shadier spot. But if the temperature stays like it is now, which is really nice, in the 70s, then I can put it right here. And then in about 28 to 42 days, we can have some nice fresh salad for our dinner or for our lunch, whichever one. I told you guys in other videos, I can eat a salad pretty much every day. So I love fresh salad. It is just so much better. So I love this time of the year, and also in spring when I can plant my own lettuce, because it just tastes so much fresher. So here we are about 20 days later, and I can say that it did take about 14 days for these pods to germinate. And I made sure that I watched them, because when you're starting things from seeds, you definitely don't want them to dry out. So I made sure that I kept everything moist. So make sure that you continue to follow me on Instagram as I update you on the progress of our DIY salad bowl. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And I also hope that you give this DIY lettuce bowl a try, and let me know in the comments if you do, and let me know also if you can tell the difference between what you grow and what you buy in the store. And if you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you as a subscriber, and make sure you tap that bell so that you can receive notifications each and every time that we upload a video. And again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.